Salve! Drake Stoll here. Now that Dig Dodger has been dried and decomposed, you know, him being a sea urchin and whatnot, it is now time to attempt the next dungeon, the dragon. You know, the dragon, what spits the fireballs and has the huge claws and sometimes have missing scales on their underbelly that can be shot at by some riverman, and then the dragon falls into the ocean and dies. I'll never forgive you, Smog. Anyways, those things are called Linos. Linos are centaurs. Centaurs with swords that can shoot magic from them, just like Link's sword. See? Except theirs don't make the awesome noise. And yeah, they're kind of annoying. These are red and blue Linos, and they're not very fun. Okie dokie, so downward we go. And what did you do that for? Let's try that again, shall we? Okay. Here we are in the Dragon Dungeon. Now in the Dragon Dungeon, we have a lovely new enemy type called the Wizrobe. Wizrobes basically are Ganon's evil servants that do very evil magic. And I'd say it's evil magic because one hit from a Wizrobe's magic does a grand total of 4 hearts. 4. Just running into one, however, that only does 1 heart. But that happens much more often because, well, if you're in a room of a whole bunch of Wizrobes with some other enemies involved, well, then you'll be running away from them, but then at the same time you end up running into a Wizrobe. Whoa. All of them just self-destructed. That was awesome. That's great. That's great indeed. Anyways, onward to a beautiful room full of simple, wimple creatures to destroy, and yet another room of simple creatures to destroy. You may notice that I am continually retreating into the doorway. That's because when you are in a doorway, you cannot be hit by enemies. The only drawback is that you cannot hit enemies because you can't use your weapons inside of a doorway, which really is too bad. Okay. Now, in this next room is... No, it's not this room. It's the room after this room. In this next room, here, is a very nasty room. It not only has red Wizrobes, but these very nasty blue Wizrobes. And the blue Wizrobes are nasty, well, nastier, because they, 1, take more hits to kill, and they do that crazy little dash thing, and they can shoot their magic like 100 times in a row if they want to. So they are very, very nasty. So that's why using bombs is almost essential on them. Now just getting hit by their magic only does 1 heart, but actually running into them does 2 hearts. But as they can rapidly hit, well, yeah, that adds up. Okay, so in here is another... Yeah, very, very nasty that room was. Well, I am off into a room of simple vires. Vires are nice, that's for sure. They're a nice change from wizrobes. I really dislike wizrobes. Well, which is too bad because I am now in another room of wizrobes. Now, if you're using the door trick, you know, hiding in the doorway, you still want to have like just your butt showing, because blue wizrobes have a nasty habit of climbing into the doorway, which you may see, or maybe not. But yes, they have that ability. They can fly right into, and it's nasty. And I would love to, as much as I would love to get that rupee, I really, really don't want to. See, into the doorway they can come. I really would prefer to stay in the doorway and not get killed by other things. This room really isn't that difficult because I have the door. If there was no door, it would be very nasty. Why won't this wizrobe just die? Come on, die, man. All you gotta do is die. There you go. Okay. Now, bam, secret passage. A dungeon room full of keys, because every dungeon has keys floating around in the underground chamber of death and stuff. Anyways, I'm leaving now. I'm getting hit by a bubble. Now I'm going into a nasty room of... See, there's the rapid fire wizrobe-ness I was talking about. And also them coming into the doorway. Now all I need to do is just get to that door. But that may be difficult due to these traps and wizrobes. Just go away. I just want you guys gone for 2 seconds. But no. Yes. Okay. Now, onward to the boss. Goma. Okay, Goma is probably one of the most reoccurring Zelda bosses in the whole history of The Legend of Zelda. Goma, in every time Goma comes in, well, Goma comes in 2 colors, red and blue. The red ones only take 1 hit, and the blue ones only take 3 hits. Well, take 3 hits. Now, Goma can only be damaged in her eye. But it can't be hit by an arrow or by your sword because, well, it just can't. So, this is one of the rare actual needed uses of the bow and arrow. So, basically you have to wait for Goma to open her eye, and then try and get a clear shot at it, if you can. And I guess I missed. because Goma is armored all over the place. Now if only I could hit it. There we go. Alright, so that is Goma now defeated. Okay. There. That dungeon is now done. Finally. Now there's just an annoying Lionel that I'd like to get out of the way before I say anything else, because it will probably kill me, and that would be bad. There. Okay. Well, that was Dungeon 6. And boy, was it horrible. Mainly that one room, and well, the room right after it, trying to blow up that one wall. But, basically, really, this dungeon, the only perils were a gajillion wizrobes that were there all the time, everywhere. It was horrible. Well, I'm just complaining to you guys. Let me show you why I didn't like them, and why they were worse than Darknuts. And they really are a pain to kill. And often, they block your path and shoot you in the head. Just shot me in the brain. What a jerk. Very good at killing me right before the dungeon. Ay, that makes me angry. Robes. Blue wizrobes actually can physically move around the room, and they shoot more than a gajillion shots at you, and they can move diagonally whenever they feel like, just like that, and kill you. So yeah, they're not very nice. Which is not nice at all. And it kills you, even though you just killed one, but is like, nope, too bad for you, you're dead. I don't like you, blue wizrobes. There is a lovely 2 red wizrobes, as you see, and also that death. Oh, yay. I really don't like wizrobes. I don't like them at all. Then we have a lovely new enemy type that I like to call the running into it guy. Yeah, let's just run right into it, shall we? Okay, it's not full, but it has death. And death is not nice. Alrighty. Well, that's Dungeon 6 down. Now this dungeon, really, it was that one room where you get locked in with 3 like-likes, 2 red wizrobes, and 2 blue wizrobes. That room was just nutso. It was insane. Honestly, that was, yeah, the only hard part about it. Goma. Goma is extremely easy. Just move around, shoot. You just need money for that, really. And yeah, other than that, that was good. Yeah, please join me in my next video as I attempt the next dungeon, the Demon. Valet.